People and the environment. People and the environment are program where they come to you na Magic TV. If you want to know all things about you environment, weather forecast, national park them, forest reserve, protected area them across the country and how to protect wildlife, waiting the law say about all here, join Cornelius E. Randall on Magic Television, Channel 38, and also on Facebook and YouTube, and all social media handle them. Every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Magic Television, your trusted information hub. People and the environment. People and the environment are program where they come to you na Magic TV. If you want to know all things about you environment, weather forecast, national park them, forest reserve, protected area them across the country and how to protect wildlife, waiting the law say about all here, join Cornelius E. Randall on Magic Television, Channel 38, and also on Facebook and YouTube, and all social media handle them. Every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Magic TV on Channel 38, Facebook and YouTube, wherever you get we. I want to say good afternoon to you and welcome to Newspaper Review. This now the program where they look into the headlines of the newspaper them, and I want to make you know say these views are not our views, not to anything we get for do with Magic TV View, but that of the newspaper them. And are they are today with a political analyst and also a Pan-Africanist, Edward Nyake today. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good afternoon to the listeners out there.
And me now, Joseph Tiamara, go be your presenter, and Edward go help me for a month on the different headlines them what we get today at the newspaper. We get 3 newspaper them. We get the Daybreak newspaper. We get African 24 newspaper. We get the Exclusive. These 3 newspaper them we will look at the headlines them, and like I tell you earlier, not to reviews, not to the views of Magic TV, but that of the newspaper them. And you they watch Magic TV on Channel 38, Facebook and YouTube. We go for this one short quick break and we will come back and continue the program proper.
People and the environment. People and the environment are program where they come to you na Magic TV. If you want to know all things about you environment, weather forecast, national park them, forest reserve, protected area them across the country and how to protect wildlife, waiting the law say about all here, join Cornelius E. Randall on Magic Television, Channel 38, and also on Facebook and YouTube, and all social media handle them. Every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
The first newspaper, welcome back to reviewers wherever you watch me on Magic TV Channel 38, Facebook and on YouTube. And for welcome you, now we start the program proper one, and we first look at the Daybreak newspaper. The first headline say SLPP's government faces looming bankruptcy, and over 72 million in limbo already, according to the Daybreak. And the other headline of that same newspaper say CRSG in hot waters. Edward, one for start proper one. SLPP government faces looming bankruptcy. You first of all ask yourself, you know, the government, as the Daybreak newspaper say, that the government they face some serious bankruptcy. How possible with the revenues, the asset collections from anti-corruption, NRA, but we're having this. How possible is that?
It is because of misappropriation. So it make it impossible for us to go to some amount. Looming means a very small
bankruptcy. Yeah, and it is possible because the available resources that we will get, the revenue, the injustices we will get, we are not putting them into proper use. And whole every day now and then anti-corruption, they up and down. Look at people, even imagine government worker, they get them kind of powerful estates and they. So you see, say it's something where it's an ongoing process because the people, the one way they in charge, the appropriate authorities really in charge for ensure say some of them revenue will generate, some of we resources that we will get, we put them into proper use. They are not doing the appropriate work. So we will continue for the get headline there like this, and we will continue for the talk several, and there are so many instances them they prove to that IGR report we say the government will go through a looming bankruptcy because if you can check now the annual budget for this year, it is not even reach not even appropriate for each to the amount we the project say probably go reach up to. And if you can check the audit service report also, it shows say there is drastic financial mismanagement in all offices, including State House, we the president, even they doing administrative work.
So one go be tempted for ask mismanagement. Actually, when funds are not well managed, certain funds for certain things not well managed and well planned. One go to ask, who side this money they go?
Well, who side they go now in some of
the example energy. The amount of money we don't count for energy,
yes,
but yet
yes.
we see they get shut
so
down.
I'll be one for draw an example first before I come to the energy. To not, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, the Anti-Corruption Commission they put out a press release which shows they don't seize or they don't put a particular structure for auction or for seizure. And look how powerful that was. And that particular bill in the one NRA manager, just a manager, not even a director for a directorate, now we get a powerful bill worth millions of loans. Away from that, look at their cars, their private cars. Most of the government officials there, their private cars are worth more than even the yearly salary cumulatively put on together. Look at some of their houses. So not
sorry, like I know actually one for choke word now you want, but if I can understand from what you're saying, it means these funds are not just mismanaged, but actually being embezzled.
Yes, yeah, and it is a notorious fact. Not to hide something, we see say the auditor general Lara Taylor Pierce, when he went for infiltrating into the office of the president for doing proper investigation, we see say some questions were raised. And she was relinquished off in duty as the auditor general. Now we have a new auditor general, and then according to the audit report also, drastic when it goes to the chief minister's office, the vice president's office, they all get huge amount of money that is unaccounted for. So that particular money, who side they go? So not to take a sin magic. These guys, they practical. We they see how they invest in their personal businesses. We see how they invest in their personal things. We look at their families. Not to say like it is a witch hunt or we want for just trumpet their negative aspect. Yes, there are some amounts where they do good with. Yes, we agree to that. But the huge bulk of what we are expecting is not what we are seeing, because of this bankruptcy make now we get a rocket price in fuel. So
I just want for
that is unannounced.
Do we connect this to the fuel issue?
Well, the fuel it is a political commodity. Political commodity in the sense if you shoot up, it raises political questions.
Okay.
And it's a commodity in a world market. Say I don't have a monopoly over fuel price or over the export and importing of fuel. But if a particular institution like the mines institution decide for shoot a price like that, followed by the transport sector that are supposed to set example, it shows that we are going through some financial mismanagement in the government as a whole. Because imagine the revenue we will generate first of all from Waka Fine Boss. Well, it is a government partnership, but imagine the revenue together. Imagine the revenue together every day in the shops. On each item you buy, it's supposed to be checked, and if you get a slip, we go show say you don't pay to revenue. These all are not happening. We are not seeing them.
Who is to be blaming that?
Well, we blame the appropriate authorities that are supposed. We blame NRA, and the same NRA now they.
But NRA will tell you, so we don't make these things known to the tailors them, for the shops them, as you say.
Yeah.
We machines them, they some of them they don't make them known to them. Say, okay, somebody buy something. Recently I buy from Martin Big Bite, and they begin for give me a receipt of NRA, and some other shops and actually they do. If you say NRA for be blame on that or not just negligence from the tailors themselves.
Because the way how the system done it in a form we are in. I know someone really could tell you say you don't buy a particular product, the price it then get a receipt.
Okay.
But the money no reflects na NRA system. I go blame the individual, but where I go blame NRA is because you are the appropriate authority. Now for ensure say all these mechanisms in place. Proper mechanism. If now I don't count the system where when I buy any property, I forget a receipt, then you provide another system where I go account for every property, and it go reflect on every bit of property.
Especially when we live in a digital world.
Now, it's very easy. Yeah. They register, but you go to immigration, that complaint they did. I did my investigations on that. You go to NCRA, it's the same. So you see, say all public office system now the same thing no more. The NRA is there, but the policies are too weak to some extent that people then they bypass the system. So we continue to go through the same thing. Now we should say we don't get some fuel increments alone. I don't know why everybody just too quiet, but we can forget a huge increase in commodities very soon. Very soon we can forget increase in commodities because
is that a projection?
Yes, it can happen because not happen as not to say na new fact. Every time we fuel price go up, things
we are approaching the fast month period as well. We as normal as well. We know say when then 10 and they come, all things they skyrocket.
Exactly. So imagine now fast month fast approach. Lent and fast month I think is almost on the same time.
Yeah.
And then we don't get an increment in fuel. And then we don't get a constitution distraction also. So we have to spend. Imagine a constitutional committee with 80 people. You have to pay for transportation, feeding, you get for engage them, everything. So we have to lose more money on that process also. That way, make the project say not going to be successful.
So at times, not so about just the money where we the loss. It has to do with can we done and over with? Can this be done and be over with? Because if you check, this is about the almost time now that they review this one constitution. Something where some people been take few months or probably a year for put together, but government after government don't they fight for do amendments. But at the end of the day, then get back to this. They get back to the same point where no, we need for check that 1991 constitution back. We need for go revisit them. Coming to this whole thing, government not gets enough money, but yet they call for constitutional review. Where of course, as you say, then get for give them per diem, then get for give them, then get for provide lunch, then get for provide so many things. For you not feel say na some mishaps to the point of the government.
Well, for on their own side, it's a win because they are going. Them plan they already them plan is what they are working towards. So on their own side now win for them. But on we own side now loss for we because now we they go through all the stress. Now we get for buy rest there.
Of course.
They tell somebody of recency with the gumbo say light no the light no the day. I say if you go now on a state lodge, you ask any security, you tell you say you don't pass them probably 4 years. They don't get any issues like that. So then generate yourself crash. They don't get so the president is surrounded by people that are very comfortable. So you don't even know if people are suffering from all of these things. Yeah.
So man are even in house just because they work in a status.
Yeah,
just comfortable
with light. Whatever means now, it's a generator. But what I'm saying is because you say some of these offices them they not get that kind of salary you would expect.
No.
That huge money.
No.
But the corrupt practices then make you see the individual as if they are getting more from the particular office.
And when it comes to fuel and get coupons.
And the RF1 coupon, some of them get medical facilities,
yeah.
lodging and everything. Some of these minor things, but yet still, they still go out and still corrupt practices are done.
And the IGR reports clearly, mostly they don't state facts. They don't ever miss.
Well, IGR is an institution where at times, even though I can get some reservations about how they can do the assessment them, but they can be credible.
Yeah.
Because you see, when they report and come on, if you can study and well, you see, they might not be 100% correct, but then will be 90% correct with the analysis there. So in a credible institution, and you see, say, I don't watch out the composition. They get more researchers in IGR. In fact, they get the head of the director of research is a professor from England, Hall, even though he's a Sierra Leonean, but all in life in England. So for you know, say you don't get a vast knowledge in research. You know what they say and they know what they do. So, and they're not also like they want for do which shot on SLPP whenever they can pull some of them and report. You see them put report on police, the most popular candidate, and also this one on the economy of Sierra Leone also. It is true that the economy is going down the drain now. As we get, no disrespect to the finance minister, he's doing his best for CC modernize the system, localize them, so in cultural cultural form, in the sense enculturalization will take place. We are in all what we do now Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leone. We mining activities, we industries, factories, and waiting. You see the government say one shift into the investments in it, which is a very good one. But what about the other sectors then? How accountable are you? How on this ensure good financial management in some of the other sectors there? Like the revenue, NACIT is another one also.
Yeah.
How on they manage the financial institution there for ensure say they self-contribute amicably one to the country in development one?
Indeed, how that go be looked into. Fambul, you still watch newspaper review with me, Joseph T. Amara, as the host, and I get Edward Nyake to here where they help me for do a proper insight and analysis in all the headlines there. So will they take one quick break? Will they come back just now? We'll continue with the other set of headlines. Wherever you watch me from, whether not from the channel on channel 38, the YouTube page, and also the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, you're welcome. Edward, one for go to the next headline. We see CRSG in hot waters, over 72 million in limbo. CRSG now that company where the Chinese company where they do the road, the Bible from the Bible road to go to the different toll gates, and according to this report, they don't only give Sierra Leone for over 9 years. They only give Sierra Leone $1 million, and they don't make something like 172 million dollars now. They don't generate already, and they don't give Sierra Leone just $1 million. somebody go ask what happen, how we want answer.
Well, mostly it go interest you for no say the debt we'll get to CISG for that particular toll gate is something like a $600 million. So which means we not get for it, we pay them. Let's just do some mathematical calculation. If you owe me 6 million,
okay,
within 9 years you just give me 1 million. So you add 9 back, another 9, you give me 1 million is 18. Which means I don't go inside 18 months. 18
years.
18 years,
yeah.
Fine. And the contract is 20 years.
20 years.
So which means I'm not going to pay you like, like 40-50 years. If no more, now by this way they as they say that they generate the revenue. 600 and how many it gets figure on top. But 9 and so 9 and be length for can do the project, because according to them then borrow the CISG, then go to a bank in India and China, because they not be get the funding and borrow this particular money. So in a sense, so many questions. Say one, how good is that particular contract today? Una not be do una projection before una they agree on that particular price and that 10 day of pay. Well, that's not a question we the APC now then will be the best people for answer. But coming to the SLP, before going to the figure first, let's go about how contracts are done. How I understand the contract can be done when a government they partner with any institution. Sorry. Firstly, you can terminate the contract at any time and promise for paying back. The government get right to do that.
But that if you deny the contract.
Yes, and it's supposed for the when government they do contract, then they put
of course every contract.
They get components, yes. They get components.
Termination clause. How you for terminate?
How I get for do the formulation, the implementation, the evaluation. You understand? So in all them thing, termination first is first one. Una can terminate una contract with them at any time when una feel like say una not comfortable. Two, they need for be accountable to una, especially in this case of CISG. And three, the people they need for always be in contact with the government at all times. Now, let's just be frank. From what you know, Waka fine. The toll gates then get some the price list is what I'm looking for. Let's just calculate small thing. The toll gates they collect like okay, for keke 3 loans, then for taxi 5 loans, for SUV, jeeps, pickup, minibuses is 10 loans, and coaches, light trucks, medium trucks is 40 loans, fuel tankers is 250 loans, heavy duty vehicles is 400 to 600 new loans, which all loans is 600,000, and every blessed day all the category of this keke they use the toll gate. So imagine if within 9 years we are not able to develop 600 million loans, it sends a very huge signal, a very huge one, in the sense that one, the institution are not, the CISG, they are not fit, they're not capable, or you go look back into the Sierra Leonean system, the socio-economic situation of Sierra Leone. We know ourselves. We know this Sierra Leone are capable of doing. What if the problem is not on the side of CISG? It might be on the side of the government. Because any responsible government will just left a project like this in the hands of just the contractors. Una get for monitor, una get for know the activities. So if there's a $72 million, because if I say they in limbo, that means they don't know about of the particular money. What are you for question?
So even when the SLPP can power, there was a recall that they want for look into some of, especially this toll gate contract. You know how it they about, and there was a time where a very senior government person made one sister TV be they gain insight that government actually want for terminate. That was like we don't want for continue, but I think there is a clause around that termination. I stand for be corrected. You know, there's a clause there where the termination will a bit look difficult.
What I don't understand, how difficult will it be for say I don't want this house again, I will pay you in due course.
It depends on waiting we be agree say the method in which you for pay me. Maybe
okay.
Maybe I'm just saying, maybe if there's a clause that says if we terminate this contract, we'll not forgive you this amount of money first before terminator.
Yes, it go dey like so, but I'll tell you that no institution is big for federal government.
Which I agree.
Even if it is a foreign institution, the government give you license. The government they monitor your operations there. So if really then be one for really terminate, when they want for terminate then contract with ETSA, where they make more, they're more relevant than the toll gates. What do they do? Then give them 1 year time. Say okay, within 1 year una end una or we limit we activities with una. So they can still do for a toll gate, say okay now leave everything just as it is done. We control them, Then at the end of the day, we go on a revenue.
What if
We pay on a done.
what if it has to do with two country governments that,
No, this is a private institution.
which I agree?
CISG is a Chinese-owned institution. It is not the people of, it's not the government of China. Oh,
So make me.
in order to get too much diplomacy.
My point is there is possibility.
Yeah,
Government must get waiting at the reason make them say anything low left eye to go so.
no, well, how I see am. I want to draw a very significant example that will make sense. Okay, let me take you back to probably not to everybody go out with stories like this. To Ghana, the era of Jerry Rawlinson term. There was a particular fellow we he do very massive in a brick system. This brick hole they use now for pillows. It was massive. They do very extremely well. It begets a particular government with contract with government for do how many housing it was an housing project. Tete Buhari not be able for he feel like say insecure and people were running for his technology privately, so he not to focus again parroting government do. What Rawlings did, yeah, okay, I understand. By then there was no constitution, but it's a contract. What Rawlings do was he sell every bits and pieces of Tete Buhari in bricks. He pay him, waiting for pay him, and then that's how the project died down. Ghana for belong more bricks houses than any other African country, but the contract's not going well. Everybody part ways. So this similarly to this is not a diplomatic one wherein the ambassador get for talk, the president get for consider, the minute. No, this is a government and a private institution. We don't want your service again. How much you for pay now? For pay now 600 million. We will pay you by quarterly or we will pay now within so period of time. Simple. But it seems as if there is something else going on. We make government offer for terminate.
And the money wey dem dey collect, that get for do with the payment.
Yeah, so just imagine all this money they were put together. 400, 10, 600, it's something like $1 million. Let's say for each category of vehicle we pass, or 4 or 5 categories is $1 million. Let's say they can pass, you pay 5 or 3 loans, lower vehicles, and the likes of mankind. Say to the highest, which is 400 to 600, they all can pass. So imagine a day, 5 categories of vehicle, 5. We make huge sum of money. For you tell me say.
So you feel say that they make way above waiting. They don't make way above waiting.
Yes. Yes. The accountability is the problem.
Okay.
Now, if now I want to say that this one we going, what is the mathematical step we want to use? There's no. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. Probably they do it for government. But we on the side of the public, we don't see any notice like that. Say, okay, sorry, we calculate say now this week, January, now this we make February, now this we make March, May. You understand? Nothing like that. Just a round figure. Yeah, when I had this, now this we don't make inside 9 years. You telling me that we already don't pay $100 and how many $1 million? It is not possible. It is really not possible. Either the government have a hand in it, or they're not able to control the company because of waiting in the game. Yeah.
Well, that could be.
It might be very strong, but
that could be another reason.
Yes.
Because for let government just back off first. If I would have been the opposition, that was one means of campaign.
Yes, they say they will pull the toll. Okay, let me give you an example. Say government able for terminate a contract with any institution. What about the Africa Mineral?
Yes.
They were more powerful than CISG.
The terminator.
When they came to power, when SMP came to power, because it's not in their favor, it was terminated. We don't know how they are remaining, but what you know, it was terminated. So similarly to this, also like I say, we terminate them, the project will end once and for all. Terminate them, we generate the money, simple. But I can understand the activities of CISG in Sierra Leone. They don't run for more than 20 years or more. They don't mean as Sierra Leone. They don't help in the infrastructure of road buildings and what, even though sometimes it can be politicized. But I don't agree with that figure and they need to be accountable.
And the road actually, the CRSG, the road now the 65 kilometers, which now for the Allentown also,
yeah.
to Mashaka. not to
That's
even come to Kalbatong and all that.
So for me, probably now it means for.
So Hastings solely to.
So probably now it means for APCB create this means for politicians to get more richer. But I also say much
improvement. NSLPP come. They say
it's more productive personally to them. Yes, so then just got to the line of action. Yeah, because I'll be really get that estimation of my see SLPP can pull the toll gate because it is a project that is being designed by the opposition. Because Africa, that is common. Why make we not get sustainable development?
Because when they
come down, they can eliminate.
It don't make sense.
So we don't get better development. So I was expecting to say when SLPP come.
You accept it.
Yes. Yeah, that's I don't know how.
You don't have one acceptance and say
that's when they come. They are going to remove the toll gate project and we continue for pass the or even if they not remove them, but they will take full control of it and then pay the people.
Make it minimal and
make it minimal
recovery kind of.
Simple. But now we are running at a lot. No, even the ordinary market woman being. You tell us in $100 million they don't pull part to get to tell you you're wrong. And mind you, we have 3 or more. We have the Hastings toll gate where you pay the like you don't pay now is where you gonna now Waterloo toll gate you pay where you gonna Songo toll gate you pay Mashaka toll gate you pay.
Yeah.
So they need let them be mathematical with we. We all not sabi mathematics we understand. But if you show me say this figure from January to December now you get I will accept it. With a very good calculative form, but we're not doing that.
Okay, thank you. We will take the next paper as termed on the really beat we. The next paper now African 24, African Communications newspaper 24, and the next newspaper is a very strong statement. You are killing democracy. Killing democracy, opposition chief whip. APC may face court action. SLPHA declined fake vacancy notice. This is a very strong statement. You're killing democracy. Who's killing democracy?
The both parties, even including the APC, they're all. I don't think if democracy is alive in Sierra Leone. Because
also
there are certain provisions that we embedded in a democratic state we not enjoying us alone. There is no freedom of speech. There is no freedom of protest, peaceful or non-peaceful. There are so many other way it entails we bind up a democracy. And both APC and SLPP are killing it slowly.
And when you talk about protests, when you go to police say they go take clients, and they give.
No, don't even think about that. And you need to be careful. Why I say you need to be careful? I know someone will go for genuine police clearance for do a protest about a particular issue. Now institution, only institution, not all the country. They not give them. Then put her on the watch. So you need to be careful also when you go for police clearance because they'll put you on a watch. And what we tell you is until you get one to illegal activities where you do, then you get yourself for blame.
So one go ask, killing democracy, as you rightly say, both parties, well, mostly making calls at 2 an hour, they kill democracy.
Sure.
And looking at freedom of speech, freedom of protest, the one manner then they handle people,
the justice
system,
no independence is not there.
Is there a way out of this?
Yes, there is a way. I can always say one thing. The person wey for we don't do very good job for Sierra Leone was former President Nkrumah. Why I say so? If we don't make the attitudinal and behavioral change, a whole commission in Sierra Leone.
Commission, yeah.
If not, let it be a commission so you will get the seriousness we deserve. We need to change first we mindset. That's the first thing for changing our Sierra Leone. And that particular initiative they was very good. When for one poor resources do proper public education in the likes of mankind, their mindset will begin change. In Rwanda, that's them do. the recommendations them na the TRC the TRC make provision for some of these things, and that is what they did. Drastic public education, say not see brother as your enemy, not because he's a mende, na it means na your enemy. So they should have put more effort in the attitude and behavior and change commission from 1990, I think it's 2007 to now. Imagine if you be there as a commission. Imagine the successes when
but the problem now, you ask yourself, was it actually from a genuine point of view?
Well, that's why I said that you know the people of Sierra Leone.
Or was it just a political goal that, okay, I have a campaign for sell out there, all man accounting campaign, late Pakaba, blessed memories, came with education. He came with the Sababo education project. Yeah. So Mr. No go and all left something.
But it was not, well, if it Pakaba the Sababo education, we see it out of her.
Which the bar of education was actually
high. And I want to give you a very interesting fact about people don't know. 70% of the ministers now in government, they survive from some of these facilities we Pakaba get during the 2003, 4, 5, 6 era. He talks of the Senge, they had scholarship to go overseas. Okay. Then they not be fortunate for get scholarship for go overseas, but you study in Sierra Leone, the Timothy Kaba, a whole lot of them.
And benefit from the Sababo education.
Yes,
and that's why it's called Sababo education.
Yes, directly, indirectly. Most of these guys now, where they into governance, they are Alpha CC, the Minister of Agriculture, Paka, a whole lot of them. They survive from Pakabada initiative. Some had opportunity to go study overseas, some study here, but the point is they had to survive here. So if the IS Kumar begets a very good plan, say that attitude and behavior change secretariat for be don't be a whole commission, then something for be the way for be left mark on. But we just say from 1997 to 2008, I doubt if that commission they exist for more than a year.
It's commission they get a director by the name of Bernard. When I've been the director, you know, I've been fortunate for meeting one time, and we will for me get a project, we forget a meeting, and he called me and said, "Come meet me now." I was like, you know, you're heading a whole institution where if we forget a meeting, we will meet now the institution, or worse, we get to a restaurant or what have you. That tells you the for like as you say, it was not that serious. Now being for me, it been like 1 point saying anything. Low fence outside of what self king, low slots and peak. You understand?
Yeah. So you see, you made mention of the person will be there, and if my memory can serve me right, I think I know the Bernard you're talking about. You see, there are certain offices and it's no child's play. In the sense, you ever put the appropriate people for do the appropriate work
with the required education and everything.
Not to noise, no. You know, make anything fruitful. So let's imagine, say, even if the president in his own he took upon himself say, okay, this is just a campaign message, but what if the administrative aspect of that particular commission, it was very, very serious? Or the president in forbidden, so no, it's none of my business again. But you have the people forbidden, they will forbid buy the idea. So okay, the president this is a very good initiative. Then people are the work. Since the president not get time for looking to them. Okay, me as social minister or public servant, I will ensure that the activities then go on well.
But even the director, not to be under the directorate of the not to through parliament,
yeah,
it was you know, because government agencies, director or ministries, you never go to parliament for make them they approve you. But he was not like that. Now being like one kind white smoke.
That is why I said the director will be there in team. They know all this. If they may want for make this a very sustainable one, they should have tender it in parliament, push the case go before. I think when they dissolve it, the same director way be did that the attitude and behavior change, he set up another NGO, and that NGO was under anti-corruption. So you see the scenario to tell you that some of these administrative offices you give to the appropriate people, not because of familiarity or favoritism. The same director will be doing an attitude and behavioral change. after some years, he set up another NGO, of which I know that particular NGO was under anti-corruption, and they were found guilty during the commission of inquiry, to show you that these guys get their own agenda instead of the agenda of Sierra Leone. So for me, with democracy, we always get question mark, and we'll get something for right tomorrow, because the two parties that we're gonna Sierra Leone, they don't make it too open and clear that after them there is nobody else, and it's just them. Now they no more the APC and the SLPP.
Alright, as we attempt the try for bet, we will try for one quick. The APC may face court action again, another court action. This court action come up from one popular salon musician, Zainab Sharif. You know, Zainab Sharif was fined in statement where he make now the meeting where APC been called, and he now don't make a statement out there that if APC pay for her in the sue APC na court, a platform where he use not to be legitimate platform according to what I read from the report, and ultimately as an APC member, but as supporter as an advocate for one program we call Umalapa.
Was that true? You see, at times people let for me catch up themselves. That's what I can see. Firstly, you don't get a very good image that you have for kind of politics. Who are they going to let them vote for you? Okay, you're now forcing your way into politics. I can understand why you are forcing me in. On that, the video and the we're not looking at. Let me not divert. We're not look at the platform which you go talk or other than the daily. What is important is the words and the message you send outside. And from what we see, the platform was the APC Mammoth meeting.
Yes, at the Mammoth meeting. But what thing the was saying now, like PPRC to actually talk directly to her, not to the APC, because end of the day, as a member.
She was just a member. She's lying. So sorry for telling that.
If I can pick one, sorry, pick one. They say, though we not for good depth into this, but you say Madam Zainab Sharif threatens if APC pays on her behalf, I would sue the party. According to her, she was never given any legal or legitimate platform to speak on behalf of the APC. And I'm also stated that she was not at the meeting as an invited APC member, but through our advocacy network with Malapa.
No, that one is not correct. That one is not correct. I'm not going to agree with Zainab about that, because we look the video and we look the live streaming of that particular event on that particular day. Firstly, when he began entrance, when he became camp and the program, she not also the inviter. She came willingly, putting on a red polo.
That was what the meeting day for. Whosoever a member
of the party come together. Yeah. And she came. Not only like I said, a party be the party. She was there the whole of the day. And you make a particular statement on that. Why okay, let's say self now on the Umalapa waiting. But you should have leave the scene.
You do am now. You don't have TikTok. You do am
perfect place. And then we don't say now on that basis. But we see you are making a strong statement on that particular day, in that particular platform.
Edward, do you think this thing come up from Zainab? Zainab, if you say actually come up from Zainab, or is it that somebody they tell and say, "Go talk so let them forget about the part"?
I don't think Zainab gets any knowledge about governance and politics. How it is necessarily. I will say it very, very clear. Not that I fear for his safety in Sierra Leone, but she needs to be very, very careful.
Careful from? Or careful of what?
Careful with his statements then, careful with his activities then. If not that, I'll see the camera or their own type example before happen to them. Because now you don't make a statement and then find the party where, let's say self you're not an APC member, but you make a statement during a APC program.
on IPC platform. So does it have
And
to
they
be
saw
legitimate?
you are welcome. And no need for any legitimacy.
So which means the platform be just team up, the stage video there, anybody can just hop
Go
up
and talk. Why everybody will not be fine them? But they find you. Last Adunga, who is more legally minded than I was expecting boku from, enforce making statements.
If my memory serves me right, I think this is the second time for we have for do it in the Lansana.
Yes. Yes. So you see, say, you don't say anything. Why make Lansana not put this kind of objection we Zainab put up so? Because you know say it was what he do was wrong.
Because I'm saying consulting lawyer and lawyer tell and say no, they not get right for not for pay for you, and if APC pay for you, sue APC in a court. So are we seeing APC for another court?
So which issue? Which politics we want can play?
Use one word. You say people like for make caricature of Salone itself, because
yes,
if you are really serious about politics, you know, and MRCB say something in one video where he was as musician. They say in the big salon musician, they food that one for being musician, be musician.
If you want to be politician,
come into politics, but not can begin no fair way for the first things like say I want this, I want this.
I feel like I say now. Is the Tupac in Sierra Leone? Me against Sierra Leone now. Me against the government. Yes, so it's a big blow for me. For that, get a momentum wearing. And mind you, from what I know, the Secretary General of the APC has been invited to CID.
Okay.
So we don't know what will be the next step. We're more senior than Zainab.
And if Zainab is saying this kind of statement that are not Dede as
I don't think from that Saturday to now she's in Sierra Leone.
If they say this kind of statements, then automatically you they create more problem for yourself.
For yourself. So that make yesterday I asked somebody say the way how, for my own estimation, the way how SLPP lenient with APC not be this lenient with SLPP when they be in opposition.
I think we will left that for another time.
No, it's sure, because imagine what I know.
Okay.
The APC I know is a radical social party.
Yeah.
That kind of statement here, you will not dare it.
Okay.
Example and the new me was boku example and you will not dare it.
Well, we go take the last paper for today. We're not the exclusive. We barely get 5 more minutes for end the show. The exclusive newspaper say Samura Kamara drops bombshell. I need justice for 2023 elections. Why you then laugh, Edward?
Because
Samura they ask for justice for 2023 elections, and as per the tripartite report, now that for looking to everything we bring this whole small couscous and waiting, and I think from your angle now, I feel say this I want to the for looking to proper one and any justice.
Samoa should find the content, please. If you want for really be an active politician, it don't lost content. Seriously speaking, why I say don't lost content? We are in 2026, and you want to go back to 2023.
But what if?
If justice not be served, the government will be taken into consideration forming a tripartite committee. They don't will take into consideration doing all the things, and because of the tripartite recommendations, make we dey review now the constitution. So if you say you want justice, which justice do you want? That they will remove President Bio and do another fresh election?
Well, there was a time where a lot of people,
will
say, in fact, against
that particular movement, when they call it electoral justice movement,
yeah,
I really don't know what thing they fight for, because 90% of these guys within another electoral justice day, they are members of the APC. So if una say una not agree with the 2023 elections, why is the party una belong to participating in the tripartite committee? They don't forget about this long ago. They are now participating with government for fair ways and means. So go make wetin repeat 2023, no repeat again. So why una now?
I talk with somebody.
It might be a difference between the two, or they are not seeing each other.
That is why I want to come. Is it that the justice waiting of Samura, because most of them support Samura Kamara, Dr. Samura Kamara? Is it that they're not in line with the APC itself.
I don't think so. I don't think they are in line with the APC. Because if they are in line with the APC is participating. Even Dr. Samuel Akama, it was the APC rep in the tripartite committee.
But
what happened? Yeah, that's why I said Dr. Samuel Akama should find a content and a message.
Maybe he wants them to announce, okay, you been winning, but left the party for win.
Which is too late. It never happened in Africa or Sierra Leone before. Let find content. What I mean, let find content. If he wants to come again into the race, let him find a very good message. But forget about this 2023 election. It not ever be, and it not go ever.
One person will actually one for contest again.
Yeah, so let him find a good message and forget about these 2023 elections. It not get for repeat. It not get for rewind. We not get for the removal of president. You not get for take place. I'm not the spokesperson for SLPP, but it's very, 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 very clear. It not ever be and not get for be.
And somebody go say, well, go complainer. Go if I go make the complainer ECOWAS. jump on my join guys. Would that be the chairman of the ECOWAS?
Well, you see, people can. I know probably not because of fun, but even though President Bio is the chairman for
the ECOWAS go take him serious.
You can still report particular issue to ECOWAS, and even if he entails the president, there was somebody.
Because there are committees now. Yes. ECOWAS where they look at different
the
issues.
mistake when they make is with the fail for realize President Bio is the ECOWAS chair for head of state, not the administration of ECOWAS.
Yes.
ECOWAS get embodied, they get lawyers, they get legislature, they have a whole administration.
Where they run the ECOWAS. Yeah.
So President Bio is just is the how will I put it, the ceremonial head. So that doesn't mean say
the exclusive call and bombshell. Is this actually a bombshell?
It is not. We don't. Well, I don't say we don't tire with that because that's their own take. But I don't think say we rewind back to 2023 because of Dr. Samuel Akama. We are not living in Ethiopia. We're in the 2018 now. We are far off to 2026. Let him find a content. Let Dr. Samuel Akama find a very good message where he go able for deliver to the people of Sierra Leone. We go make them take a serious back.
So the last one we will take in the next few minutes, we will have more time. Quick one. Of course, we don't look at the fine way PPRC fine the APC way Zainab done shift himself come off from say ain't no the param, no mix.
Okay.
So no government in the whole world determines the price of fuel according to NPR aid and boss. Of course, we don't see the press brief where them being called, and there was a press release as well. And one strong statement where the boss may make that day was that the government know they determine the price of fuel. Where it's a bit where you listen that statement, so you ask then would actually they mandate the price of fuel?
That showed the inhumane way of thinking where some, as I said earlier on, some people really need the appointment to power. You need for check how qualified they are. I'm not talking about his qualification, but how they go able for deliver. I understand say government's not amend fuel as a basic commodity in any country. As something where they come on way back export and import, because some countries they carry with oil, then they go with oil. Countries like Venezuela and other countries they produce oil. But if Bauer they tell you say not a government they determine fuel price, who sat in the meeting on Monday for announced fuel price? Who sat? Who went and get a Oyori meeting overnight? Who don't take that decision? Is it the international market?
No.
The international market is not 28 million at all to the dollar. It is not. It is not. And they just get Ori meeting. Because that's what I call out. No, it was not informed.
But the question we from Modigo ask, the agency where Barrow the head, would that commission that agency?
It's President Bio. Now you change from an agency to an authority So you don't give Barrow the power for proclaim and take up responsibility even without the knowledge of the president. he go just brief him or brief the secretary or brief the chief minister.
But insensitive and very,
But
very, very
I know that
sensitive issues like this. I think now something where you dey consult, engage. Because if fair was 25 in the morning, and at 11:30,
all thing unchanged. And then the next day, Waka find. I don't for going to the issue. This particular decision when it takes to, I know it might be in the knowledge of the president or the chief minister or the vice president, because what's in they do so, one is a propaganda to the government, and we are fast approaching elections.
Propaganda.
Yes.
It means the president not in consent with what's happening.
Well,
or the government is not in consent with what
they are, because what Balawa is working for he's representing the government in the petroleum sector. So if he's representing President Bio in the petroleum sector.
If you call them propaganda, as you call them, then it clearly means they are not in consent. If thoroughly on their own authority,
it should have been sacked by now.
If it is not a propaganda,
yes, it should have been sacked by now.
Then
because for take this kind of step,
they mean they didn't consent. Then they are aware of what's happening.
But the anti-corruption is calling for investigation. The anti-corruption also is a government institution.
Him? Are they don't indict her?
No, it has not. Nothing has been done. And
right. We don't see the indictment.
Well, it is a suggestion they made.
And suggestions are not facts.
Okay, they are not facts, but it might have some amount of truth. There is a difference between the two, truth and fact.
Yeah.
Probably what I said, you not get some amount of fact, but you get truth
inside. Yes.
You understand?
At this point, anti-corruption suggests we need to investigate, which by now they should have released out a complete statement on this issue. If really they feel say something not okay under, then if don't release them by now.
They have not done that. We don't know the reason why, but we will know. Una Salome today. But the point I'm making here is,
you know, if you say till they know all thing on that, we don't agree.
As usual, business as usual. That's how it's used for me.
Oh, can't you don't have back grumble.
But the point I make here is, either the president has knowledge, the chief minister has knowledge, or the vice president has knowledge prior to this time. One of these three, then get knowledge. If they not get any knowledge, trust me, Barawa should have been sacked by now.
So for me, I think Barawa is not to be blaming this, and that's Mr. None. The government is to be blamed because
on his own side, it is not a proper administration. On his own side,
they come up from that layman, that mamina treat where they fed for take. As you say, Waka fine, they 10 million a morning before 12:30.
It's 12
shoot to 12 million.
Yes,
and even go back to the 10 million wait a for day, and we consider Waka fine for be that cost recovery government kind thing. But if you don't go 12 million, then that guy make a 7 million. You don't get nothing for ask.
So it go draw so many instances. Then one, we are around. There are people they allege say it is because government the money where they get from the fuel is small, or from the oil dealers it's small. Mind you, before this time, some weeks ago,
that is difficult to deny based on the
situation.
Yeah.
Mind you, some few months ago, the president had a meeting with the oil dealers association. The outcome of that meeting, it has to be announced. We don't know how they come up. We don't know anything and pass inside
the
that
outcome
meeting.
this.
Well, yeah, indeed. This is the outcome. But that shows how inhuman some of these politicians can be. And Barawa is now flouting around as if he is most protected now. Everything is okay for him now. No questions. Somebody not get anything for ask him. He not taking decision done. That's how it's up. That is how it feel right now. But posterity will judge you because anyhow you twist and President Biyoge for left power.
But to you, we papa and mama them they don't swear they like 1,000 times posterity. You don't feel say it don't reach to time where we need for ask these people questions. We need to ask them. We need to hold them accountable. That
how
you get
how we able to do that when all the appointments them Then get the sweet word waking it pleases
It pleases the president. Now one thing
so it does not please, not so we not care, the president doesn't care if it pleases
anybody as long as in okay.
It pleases the president. Now in get office, now in get power, now in the people that want pick for put any side. Where who said about be all before this time? We never knew. But it bring them in the petroleum sector. And what's he made there for right home about? Fuel go up today, tomorrow fuel canon. Fuel canon today, tomorrow fuel go up.
And in the world market, fuel reduce.
No other, I don't think. I start to be correct. I don't think say any other country the way skyrocket fuel price like how Salon do.
None of them.
So
none.
that shows
only Salon just mount up this way.
That shows the institution has poor management. They don't get timeliness. They are not good in communication. Because this is a very tough decision. Why was it not communicated probably a week ago? No, they rumor. That's
rumors. We not get any public.
We get increments.
We just get increments.
But morning we sleep, we wake normal. Everything is normal on we own side because they had knowledge. Then all of a sudden, no more press release come up. Fear long go up to that kind.
And not just a press release. He called for a press conference, which was well planned.
Yes. So well. The media will always prepare, so I don't say well planned.
That was well planned. The man not just can't sit on it. He was reading from a scripted manual.
How many media houses were there? How many? If not a media house, then they contact them.
Now, I'm not talking about the media house and coming.
I'm talking about the participation of the people who take part in the press conference. How many? I'm not talking about them cheap blogger the way they can go take for them program.
And what there was one thing happened at that press conference day. No clarification was made on why
the increment
of fuel.
Not only clarification. What about the mathematical statistics?
Yes.
Where show say now on this basis make we increase this, now make we reduce this, put this so nothing. It was just section 9, section this, make provision for this.
And quoting constitutional sections in a press conference, not to everybody to understand. A press conference not only there for the press, it is for the entire public.
Section 9. It don't even say nothing.
So you want to make them easy and simple for somebody to understand.
That's why you broke the figure then down.
Yeah.
But you also say 25 is to $1. And one hypocrisy where I find so difficult that particular day was, even amongst we journalists, for ask the man the
nobody know like ask the actual questions. Everybody was there.
Thomas Dixon was there.
Was it that everybody wait for him?
That's why I say probably we are surprised, and we have to wait for us.
so was it because of the administrative
no, I don't want to put to that.
Anyways, that's all we get for you today. Now the newspaper review, and I don't deal with Edward Nyake today. We don't help me for do proper analysis on all the newspapers and what we get today now the program. And I think say one key one way everybody in the country they talk about fuel. Why increase? Waiting at the mathematics. Waiting make we reach at 28. How we manage reach at 28 millions per liter. And mind you, that mommy where they pull, as you say, where Edward King normally say, I want for borrowing words from being color.
Yeah.
It bring down in pepper with him. They don't add. They don't cut plenty money, and it's second for can add.
So it's a can cut per the only way they can buy two.
What is happening? What is happening? Anyways, we go continue for talk and make sure that you know the appropriate authorities and Yeri waiting for Yeri. This now newspaper review from Magic TV. They come up from way 22 Wilberforce Street studios. Continue for White Magic TV. You will get plenty programs same way they come your way every day. Yourself can join we for partner with we or do business with we. You can call the number where they display on your screen now, or anytime you want for get partnership with we, or you come now with number 22 Wilberforce Street office, and you will meet with administrative officer, you will meet with station manager, and then go talk to you properly, and at the end of the day we go get a well proper agreement in partnership. Continue for White Magic TV. Me and Joseph Tiamara. Have a blessed day.